Hi, my name is Mrs. Joya. I'm a 6th and 7th grade health and physical education teacher at Sayreville Middle School. I will be your child's both health and physical education teacher this year. I just wanted to go over a few things about our class and about what virtual physical education is going to entail. Besides myself, there are 9 other physical education teachers at the middle school, so you may hear their names mentioned. A lot of times when we are in the past, when we have been in school, we have done combined activities. So you may hear one of these names mentioned. Hopefully this year we do get back to, at some point, being in the building and being able to participate in activities. As a department, we all wish we were in the middle school teaching physical education to your kids from the classroom, not virtually. Unfortunately, that is not currently possible. So we will continue to teach as we would in person. We're trying to keep our phys ed class as close to as possible as if we were in the building. And hopefully at some point this year, we get back there. What is virtual physical education is a question that I have been asked many times. Basically, we're going to try to run it as close to a regular phys ed class as possible. All students will attend class online daily. So we will be having a meet every day. Your child is expected to be there. All teachers will be teaching live during their assigned class period to simulate a regular day. We will be using a lot of videos to supplement. Students will be participating in fitness lessons for the first marking period. Due to equipment and space restrictions, fitness has become our best option. So we will be doing a lot of fitness. We did start off the marking period with fitness testing, as normally we would do fitness testing in the gym. We modified some of our activities, however. Students will follow online rules and procedures set forth by his or her teacher to participate daily. We did go over in the beginning of the school year a list of online classroom rules, and I'm sure they're similar to the rules in most of the other classes they will be attending. If we do get back into the gym, we will go over our expectations for when we are in the building. The first week of school, we did our fitness testing. That was our pre-test. And the last week of the marking period, we're going to do a post-test. So they're going to retest in the same fitness test, and they're going to see if their scores improved. The test that we did, some of these were timed activity, and some of them they just did till exhaustion until they felt they needed to stop. We did push-ups, curl-ups, squats, planks, jumping jacks, and a balance test. Again, we did our pre-test to begin the school year, and the last week of the marking period, we're going to do a post-test, and children can compare and see if their scores improved at all. We will start our class after attendance and greetings. We're going to start our class with a warm-up. This is going to be a fun activity, hopefully that allows us to get the blood pumping and shake out the sitting all day jitters. I know it's hard for them to sit all day. I feel the same way. It would be awesome to see their faces, so I really get to know the students and I can put a face to their name. Some students eventually will be allowed to lead the warm-up if they would like. It could be something that they come up with, which would have to be approved by me first, or it could be something that we've been doing all along. But each class will start with some sort of warm-up. Monday through Thursday, students are going to be given a vocabulary word, and we will discuss the definition as a class. They should keep a Google Doc or some kind of notebook with their daily vocabulary. I will also post it on my Google Classroom. This Google Doc does not need to be shared with me. This is for their own records. Every Friday there will be a vocabulary quiz with the words that we have learned from that week. There will only be around 4 words a week, so don't panic. And these words will be something that relates to what we are doing in class that day. And students, when they are taking the quiz, they will have access to their Google Doc or their notes that they took with the vocabulary definitions. Once all of the greetings and warm-ups are done, we're going to learn a new fitness skill. The vocabulary you learn will tie into the fitness skills you learn that week. A fitness skill, for an example, a push-up or squat, will be presented and discussed. The fitness skill you learn will be a part of your skill portion of class. All skills can be modified based on your fitness level. So some students may have to modify theirs to do less. Some students can do more. So students are really deciding for themselves what range they fall into. Everyday skills will be learned, and almost every day we will do mini workouts, yoga, or a circuit. Again, we're trying to make it as normal a phys ed as class as possible and trying to make it something that the students will be interested in doing. I also try to play music as they're going along just to give them something else, something else a little bit fun. We will end each class with questions and closure. We'll review what we did that day, and the students will be working on a Google form. Those Google forms need to make sure they get submitted every day to get credit for them. When will virtual physical education end? Hopefully sooner than later. We don't know the end date, but we know that we are home until at least November 12th. So your students should be expected to attend class virtually every day until then. We are hoping that after November 12th, we go back to the building in some form. Their grading. We understand that not each student is a terrific athlete. So their grading is really based on their level of effort. So skill is 50%, which is their participation and their physical skill assessments. And 50% is their knowledge, which is the written assignments. Their knowledge would be their vocabulary quiz that they're taking each week, and any other written assignments that we have during the marking period. The second, third, and fourth marking period topics. Students will have health for one full marking period. The way that we do health is that we are on a 2-week rotating basis. So for the second and third marking period, every 2 weeks, the student will rotate between health and physical education. Group A will have physical education for 2 weeks, while Group B has health for 2 weeks, and then they would switch. We do this over 2 marking periods, so it winds up being 1 full marking period of health, but it breaks it up a little bit for the students. Topics that we cover during health. 6th grade health topics include conflict and conflict resolution, bullying, hazing, and intimidation, and nutrition. 7th grade topics include male and female reproductive systems, the endocrine system, and pregnancy. 8th grade topics would include stress, goal setting, decision making, and dating and relationships. Again, health won't start until the 2nd marking period. During the 2nd marking period and 3rd marking period, they will be on a rotating every 2 weeks between physical education and health. Some of typically the activities that we do when we are in school during those marking periods, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th marking period, include volleyball, basketball, speedball, frisbee, softball, cross country, and recreation games. Those are just a few. We do have some middle school sports teams. There are fall, winter, and spring sports that students can participate in. Some are opened up to only 7th and 8th grade. Some are opened up to 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. If your child is interested in playing any of these sports, I would recommend getting the physical forms in as soon as possible. Usually sports will have some sort of meeting. There is a Google Classroom that is available for these sports teams that has information posted, and I do believe it is posted on the athletics page of the school website. Some of the sports teams that we have here at the middle school are basketball, wrestling, cheerleading, track and field, baseball, softball. We also have cross country, field hockey, just to name a few. If you have any questions, you can feel free to email me at amy.joya, Gioia, @sayrevillek12.net. I wish you and your child a great year.